Today's episode of New Jersey Living is being recorded in Dunellen, New Jersey. Dunellen is a spot, like many other episodes that you may have seen if you've been following along, there are a lot of towns that you don't hear a lot about until you either take a train ride through New Jersey, take a drive through New Jersey, or end up watching YouTube channels like this one that will feature a lot of different locations that often do not flash on a map or you don't hear about very often. Dunellen is in Middlesex County and is at the very northern end of the county. We are just bordering right on both Union County and Somerset, not far from those two counties. And we are along a train line, so as what you probably have already noticed behind me, it looks a bit newer in terms of construction. I'll pan around a little bit. And this is very much a new development, and you can notice behind me is the train station, the Dunellen train station. And what has been happening in New Jersey throughout the northern part of New Jersey when it comes to train stations are developments just like this. So I'm giving away a little bit of free advertising to K-Ovanian here. So you'll see there's a new luxury apartment. Well, this one is townhouse. Luxury townhouse development right here in Dunellen, and this is brand new. All right, so this is just reaching completion probably within the past maybe 4 months or so. So this, because we are directly across the street from the train station, is another one of those developments that is geared towards commuters to New York City. So when we jump into the big three, y'all have already given a giveaway about what's going to, get a check on that list. And behind me is an example of that retail space that we often find that accompany these newer apartments or townhouses or condos. These are all rental, so these are not purchased, but the rent are premium rents. So when we consider the homes that we're going to take a look at today, very much alternatives to paying that high rent in this kind of new construction location. So we're going to take a skip over just another block. Again, I'll take a couple quick clips of the train station so you'll kind of get the feel for what it looks like a little closer up. And we will get at the main, get a stop and a quick look at the main intersection where we'll continue with a little bit more of a deeper dive into Dunellen. So I'll see you there. Welcome to New Jersey Living. My name is Corey Jones, and I'm a real estate agent here in New Jersey with Coldwell Banker. And my job is to bring content like this to viewers like you. So if you are looking to learn all things New Jersey, primarily the real estate market, places to dine, iconic locations, general neighborhood scenes, then this is the channel for you. So go ahead, if you are not part of our current Jersey Hunter family, go ahead and click like, subscribe, and the notification bell, because you will want to stay tuned for episodes like this. So here we are on a very windy corner in Dunellen, New Jersey. I'm on the corner of North and South Washington. I'll pan around so you'll get a bit of a view. This is the primary intersection in a very small town. Dunellen is definitely that small, quaint town tucked into a lot of surrounding larger suburban locations like Piscataway, which is one that we've already covered here on this channel. Greenbrook is another neighboring town to where we are right now, and a few others. Gonna jump into the big three right away. So if you've not seen my episodes before, the big three are the three primary factors that drive demand in the northern New Jersey real estate market. Those being a train station, proximity to New York City, and school ratings. So as we've seen already, and just behind me, you probably can notice just in the back there is a crossover for the rail. We are half a block from the train station. So check mark certainly for train station. Proximity, we are neighboring to Piscataway, closer to 22 where you can hop on 78 relatively quickly. So from where I am right now, it is certainly within an hour to reach Manhattan by drive. So we're gonna have a check mark for proximity. Public schools. I always defer to niche.com, which is what I consider to be a very neutral rating system for schools and other dynamics of communities. B- is for Dunellen, so I am not going to give a check mark. I reserve A+, A, or A- for a check mark when it comes to school ratings. So this is, as you can tell, a bit of a noisy location. I'm gonna step away from the corner just a little bit. We're at, right now, 30 Burgers. I'll pan up. 30 Burgers is one of the locations here in town, well known for some quality comfort food dining. I've been here a couple times. Burgers are great. Well, the ones I've had anyway. I really have become a fan of like the tilapia. They have this Cajun tilapia sandwich. I think is phenomenal. So that's another item here, and they also have ice cream. So it's a great, like I said, comfort food or lunch spot if you're local. A couple other spots, I'm gonna flash up a couple pictures. Planet Chicken, I see right across the street. I also see Rome's Pizza, which is another well-known here. A newer spot, Jackie Sweets, which is a coffee and bakery donut shop. And a little further down the block is Il Forno. So if you've seen my Rahway episode, you know that Il Forno is an Italian and pizza and Italian cuisine. Excellent, excellent food. So this is the second location that they have. So for a small town, there's a lot of good eating options right here if you're local. And I don't live too far from here. I'm a resident of Union County, not Middlesex though. So we're going to take a look at 3 properties today. We're going to take a look at an open house that I myself am hosting. So this is one of my listings. All right, and then we're going to see 2 recent sales. So we're going to jump to another location where my open house is. I'm going to throw on my open house attire and actually grow a little hair. So you'll see in that scene, you'll see what I mean when you see it. So enjoy some of the footage that you're going to see along the way, and I'll see you at the next stop. So here we are at our first stop, 321 4th Street in Dunellen. This is the property that I refer to that is just listed on the market today, Saturday, the 13th is our first day of viewing, and we have open house today as well. Hence the different digs that you're normally seeing the New Jersey Living t-shirt or polo. So I'm going to take you through a walkthrough of this 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, just short of 2,400 square feet. This is very much a newer build when we're talking about Dunellen. This is a community that has a lot of pre-war construction, and then a lot of homes that would have been built somewhere 50s, 60s, even 70s. So this is not the norm right here. Just give you a little bit of a profile. You have to forgive the dogs barking in the back. I'm going to pan around a little bit, and you will see, based on the views you're catching in this pan, there are not a lot of other properties that are newer. This is a 2004 construction. All right, so I see something across the street that may be something roughly in the same kind of time frame, but the other homes are a lot older than this particular one. But with the backyard being what it is, fenced in, very sizable, and this being relatively a new property that has that general open concept feel that a lot of buyers are looking for in this day and time. So we're going to take a peek in now with some video footage. I'll be narrating along the way, so enjoy the view. Here we are. Welcome to 321 4th Street, Dunellen. So we step into the property. You can see that there are hardwood floors. These go throughout the first level with the exception of the kitchen, which is a ceramic tile. Upstairs, we will take a look at very shortly. This space is a living room space that has been kind of doubled as an office, as one of the owners is working a lot remotely. And this is what I refer to as open concept once I get around this little fork in the road, if you will. So we have the formal dining room, a very sizable space. You can see that's a decent sized table, not extremely large, but it can support a larger one. Peek into the backyard a little, you'll see dogs probably. One of them right now. It's kind of hanging out. So dining opens up into a very large kitchen. So this peeks right back into the foyer space. The kitchen can support another dining area, which they just have a little mini portable island right here. But there could be a full-size island installed in this space, or there could be a separate eat-in area as well. So you can catch a sight of cabinetry, stainless steel appliances, and put the light back on here. This is where we have our powder room, aka half bath, for the first level. And garage, which would be, in some cases, depending on the owner's preferences, be primary entrance. We have a side door that leads out to the front and backyard, 2-car garage, as we can see, used for storage again. But in many cases, people will enter their property through the garage door right here into the kitchen area. And then we have family room. So we transition back from ceramic to hardwood floors. We have skylights that are, again, just like the windows, adding a lot of space. I mean, a lot of space, light, a lot of natural light. All right. So gas burning fireplaces right there. Patio doors leads out to deck, and there's a temporary ramp out there right now, but that's for one of the dogs. But this is a little bit of a glimpse again in the backyard that is fenced in, and your open concept layout. So very much a turnkey property where you're not looking to do any renovations or even touch-ups unless you wanted to. All right, very much turnkey. All right, we're gonna take a look now into the basement space. And now for the basement view. So basements do vary in size and in height in various properties that you will encounter. This is your scenario where you have a basement that has what is at least a 10-foot ceiling. And that is not uncommon with what you'll see in newer construction. You can see that the current owners did not finish it. They chose to use it for storage, but this gives you an example of what a blank slate looks like. And by blank slate, meaning buyer, whoever purchases this property, has a full array of options here that they can go with. It could be theater, could be bedroom, could be just open rec. Typically what would happen is this area over here, machinery is often closed off in just like a utility room. And what we see along the wall is the main sewage line. So main sewage line often is where contractors will look to determine what is the best location for a bathroom. So this type of space, it would make sense to have at the very least a half bathroom in this space. So this is, albeit not finished, an absolute premium item to have. One thing I'm going to point out is something, because I represented these buyers, the current owners. They were buyers when they bought the house, and I represented them in the purchase. What we discovered is that there were elevated radon levels. So here is a radon mediation system, which is basically venting out radon gas to the outside to keep the radon levels at an acceptable level. For those who are not in New Jersey and maybe never heard of this, radon is a naturally occurring gas that's given off by rocks in the soil. And there is a certain level that's determined by the EPA as to being high and a safety hazard if it's not remediated. So every basement has a test done. It's really up to the buyer to have that test done, and it warrants a test here in New Jersey. So that test would yield the results, and if the results are 4.0 or higher, even if they're close to 4.0, it actually is kind of a risky proposition. But that type of system would be installed to basically ventilate the soil right here underneath the basement and to keep the levels down. All right. So just a little FYI for those who are not familiar with radon. All right. So back upstairs. Getting trip upstairs. Second level has 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and we can see hallway here with the primary bedroom off to the left and the other 3 bedrooms on the other side of the house. This is something that is certainly a newer concept when you're talking about construction, relatively having the primary bedroom for the most part separated from the others. So I'm going to start with the furthest room, which we can see has been designated as the bunny room. All right, because these owners do have 2 bunnies that are in here. Here's one. We can see bay window here. All right, so gives the room a little bit of an extension, and you can see from a size standpoint, relatively, it is a very, very good size room. And our friends here have their own little accommodation. The other one I don't spot right now. Maybe he's in one of the boxes. All right, so one bedroom there. And here are the 2 other bedrooms. It's not a sunny day at all, but you can see with the natural light that's coming in, it is very, very well lit here. And this right here is a queen size bed, so you can see that this could very comfortably fit a king. Likewise for the next bedroom. All right, so another queen here. And one light here, so we don't have as much natural light, but still by no means is it dark. And now we're at the primary. So primary bedroom here with 3 windows, again, plenty of natural light. This could easily facilitate a sitting area as well, depending on how the furniture is situated. 2 closets for the primary. So 1 closet being this one right here behind the door, and then there is the walk-in, which is being, I guess, called more of a wardrobe room now. All right. And here we have the ensuite. Dual vanity, jacuzzi tub, and separate shower stall. And the benefits of newer construction, we're talking 2004, everything in the house is relatively newer. So we're not looking at aged systems by and large. Obviously, there are some things that are getting towards end of age when you're talking about HVAC systems, for example. But very well maintained and in very, very good condition. Here we are at our second stop in our first already sold property for this particular episode here in Dunellen. I'm going to first pan around because this is quintessential Dunellen as I pan around and you take a look at what you see. Nice wide street, quiet neighborhood, a lot of colonials, many pre-war. All right, unlike what you just saw, that particular listing of mine, which is a newer construction. But we blink over here, we're going to see something that is constructed. I want to say year built was 1916 maybe. And I'll flash up the details on this so you'll see exactly what those are. But as you can see, I've got a haircut now, different attire, back to where we started off. This right here is 347 3rd Street in Dunellen. So this was listed at $430. It sold at $460. 4-bedroom, bath and a half, just shy of 2,000 square feet. And as you can see, has a very lengthy driveway here. Like I said, nice quiet street surrounded by other colonials. This one being more of a, kind of like that A-frame style colonial. But a lot of the colonials in here are older and just generally in the neighborhood. And the appeal for Dunellen is definitely the bargain price, right? So we're not far from Greenbrook, which carries a much higher market value. We're neighboring to Piscataway, which in general is going to carry higher value, much higher rated school system. So this is an area where you can have that bargain. We're on 3rd Street. We're still very much walking distance from the train station. So this, as well as the next property that we're going to see, they didn't last long on the market because Dunellen is finding many more buyers that are looking and shopping for those bargains, and they can find it here, right? So this is not by any means a bad commuter location. And if you are local and you're not absolutely dead set on the highest rated, A-rated school system, but a school system that is definitely solid, just not those, higher rated ones, you'll be comfortable here. Or maybe schools are not an issue for you at all. So this one didn't last long. Next one that we're going to see didn't last long. Just a quick update on that open house situation. Listed on Saturday, just this past Saturday. 7, if not 8 offers right now. Showings have stopped. Owner is going to make a decision on an offer, if not on Wednesday, Thursday. So it will not last a week before going into attorney review. We'll be under contract in less than 10 days of going live on the market. That's the kind of market that we're in right now for properties that are well maintained, like the one you just saw on 4th Street, which is the next block over. So this is an example of something that went fast. Next one is going to be some of the same. You're going to see a little bit more street footage now, just getting more of a feel for the neighborhood, just like what you're seeing right here. So I'll see you at the next stop. And here we are, final stop. 398 Fairview Ave. You see this right here behind me. This is a 1998 construction, so it's relatively new. All right, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I'm gonna pan around and you will see opposite side of the street, a lot of brick, older brick kind of construction homes. And then on this side of the street, you'll find more newer construction options. Just drove by something that's brand new, maybe about 4 or 5 homes down. That's a brand new from the ground up construction. This was listed for $485,300, I want to say, and sold at $520. Only 12 days on market. So again, something that moved relatively quickly. And we don't have as wide of a street. As I step out into the street here, and you get, panning around, get a little bit of a view again of the surrounding neighborhood. So this street is a little closer to our Piscataway border. So this part of town is more of the eastern edge of Dunellen, whereas we were on 3rd Street at our previous stop and our first stop on 4th. And those roads definitely wider, more at the western edge of town on the other side of the downtown section. Not that this is a very large town, again, it's relatively small, but just trying to give you the feel of neighborhood differences from one section to another. But again, we're talking purchases going in your kind of your mid four listing all the way up to 600. Certainly in this town, you're going to get something comfortably well maintained, nice neighborhood, good amount of square footage for the price. So Dunellen certainly is going to present that type of option. So I want to say thank you for, again, joining, tuning in. Please do, again, click like, subscribe, notification bell, and stay tuned for some of the upcoming episodes. We're getting a mix now of some of the places that we've been before, giving updates, and then hitting some new scenes as well along the way. So stay tuned, drop some comments along the way. Definitely look forward to hearing more feedback from the Jersey Hunters who have suggestions of places that they would like to see, or just general memories or feedback on some of the locations where we've been already. So thank you again, and I'll see you soon. Stay safe.